it's going. Anyway, so it's Monday morning. I've just noticed that my ponytail was already falling down, which is not a good start for a Monday morning. So I got a lot to get done. Let's see, I've had a lot going on in the family. We've had a baby born, which is wonderful, but he was born early, and so he's still not able to come home yet. He's doing well. He is progressing, but you know, I just haven't been able to make videos, haven't felt like making videos. When things like that happen, you think, oh, I don't really dare fool with anything else other than sitting and worrying about what's happening with the family. So I have been I have been just out of the YouTube world. I'm sorry I haven't commented back to people or anything like that. So anyway, things are looking up. He was born early. He's a beautiful little baby. He's just tiny. He's beautiful, and he's developing a little personality, it looks like. They sent me a video of him yesterday, of him, they were waking him up. They kept waking him up, and he kept like giving them the side eye, like, stop waking me up, I'm sleeping. So, you know how newborns are already so tired and ready to sleep all the time. Well, preemies are really wanting to sleep all the time. But anyway, I'm on my way this morning. I'm getting back into CrossFit. Oh goodness, sorry. I'm all over the place. So I'm drinking this Propel. I really like this Propel with the electrolytes. I haven't sweated enough or anything yet. I've got that for afterwards because I do always work up a sweat in CrossFit. But so Jeff and I and Riley and Reagan and Eli and Samuel and Riley and Reagan's baby, Alice, we all went to Florida because Jake and Brindy were supposed to go too. But she decided to have a baby, or he decided he wanted to be born already, so right before. So we couldn't get a refund on this house that we had rented, and the other children were, you know, had planned on going and were looking forward to it. So we went, and there was nothing we can do. We can't even go in the hospital. I still haven't met our grandson because it's only parents, which I understand that, but there's nothing we can do. And Brindy's mom was here, thankfully, for a week. And so we were able to go do that. And now mom is gone. Brindy's mom's gone, and so I am on. There they are. I'm just passing their house right now. They haven't left yet. They're doing so well. They are first time parents. Wow, what a way to be thrown into the parenting pool, into the deep end. Just boom. Here's some real life adult problems, worries that you never knew you could have over your baby. But they're doing so great. They go down every day, or almost every day. The hospital's about an hour and a half away in Nashville, but he is in the best place that he can be. I mean, people come from all over to go to this hospital, this children's hospital. So they're doing well, and I think tomorrow what I'll do is I will drive them down so that they can just relax on the ride to and fro. And then sometimes they get a hotel room, and sometimes they have sleeping beds that open up in the hospital, but they never know whether they can sleep there or not. They have to call on the day of that they're going to be there. So like this morning, they'll call and see if there's a bed opening, and they won't, or well, they'll put their name on a list to stay there, and they won't know until 5 o'clock tonight whether or not they have a room. So they just have to go with a bag packed just in case. But soon, I think, because he seems to be doing really well, soon they will graduate to another room in the children's hospital where the parents can stay with the baby, and they'll be in that room for 2 weeks. They say that you always go to that room for 2 weeks before you come home, but they have to wait for those rooms to open up and for the baby to be ready to be there. So that's what's been going on. And I don't know, I've gone back and forth on whether I even really want to do YouTube videos, which I don't do very many anyway. But when things like that happen, you think it's just such a superfluous thing to be doing when you're so worried about other things, real life things. But I keep coming back to, I don't know why. I don't know why I do these videos. I feel like there's some reason, and I don't know it yet. Maybe I just don't know. I don't know. So for now, I might make a video or two a week if I can, if I have time, and if it fits into my real life with my real family, because that is the priority for me, is family. And now that I'm the grandma, I'm it. I am the last line of defense. When my children need something, I need to be here. But I also have many hours of the day to fill, not feel, fill, and I can still maintain my YouTube friendships, and I don't know, because there's people that I watch that if they don't make videos for a while, I worry about a little bit about what's going on in their life and if they're doing okay. So anyway, there's my backstory. I've gotten up. It's Monday morning. Yesterday we got back and it was Jake and Riley's birthday, my first set of twins. It was their birthday. So we got together at our house for a little supper and some cake. And each of them had a different cake. So my Aunt Donna made Jake his strawberry cake. And oh boy, look at all these bikes. Wow. So you can probably see them. Look at that. Must be some kind of bicycle club. Anyway. So, and then Riley wanted a chocolate cake that I made that was my great-grandmother's recipe. It's called Poor Man Pudding. And it's a chocolate cake, and it's made with buttermilk and cocoa and butter and all the good things, eggs. And it's a poke cake, really. You after it comes out, you poke the holes, and then you pour the hot fudgy topping over the top of it. It's so good. Anyway, so I had, oh my goodness, I had a piece and a half during the party. Before I went to bed, there was still more left, so I got another piece. What's wrong with me? Anyway, I don't do it very often. I don't make it very often, and so I guess I'm thinking, well, it's going to be a long time before I have this again, so you know how you make exceptions. But, so today is a new day, and I'm going to CrossFit again. I texted one of my friends, I Facebook messaged her, and I was like, because they've moved to a new building, and shook things up a little bit. I think we have some new coaches and stuff, and so I was asking my friend when is a good time to go, because she is very good and regimented, and she goes, faithfully, which is, I'm not a very good faithful workouter at all. But CrossFit is the most enjoyable yet awful exercise program that I've ever done. I've never liked exercise. I cannot stand to just do boring things. And so what I like about CrossFit is that it's really hard, but it's not very long. You get in and you get out. You hit it and you get out. But I don't know. It's a little intimidating. Well, it's a lot intimidating for me, really. Especially the older I get. When I first started, I was in my 40s. And it was a lot easier because I hadn't lost, I hadn't gone through menopause, and I hadn't lost a bunch of muscle, because I have lost a lot of muscle. That's probably the worst part of menopause for me, is the loss of muscle and how hard it is to gain muscle. I used to be able to gain muscle pretty quick. Anyway, so I asked my friend when was a good time to go that's not so crowded, because I always feel like I'm the worst one in the class, probably because I am, and I'm the one that requires the most amount of help. Oh, it's 8:15. The class starts at 8:30. I've got to get on it. I thought I was going to be early. But anyway, so she said the 8:30 didn't have that many people, and I would like the coach. Her name is Carrie. I've never met her, I don't think. So that's good. I'll get to get in there, hopefully in a class that's not crowded, and she can tell me what to do, and I'll do it, and hopefully it'll be great. And I'm going to try really hard not to start out too hard, because I don't want to be so sore that I cannot function, because I need to function. I have a lot to do. I've got to go pick up the animals. So I boarded Little Bear and Pippa while we were gone, and so I couldn't pick them up until today. So as soon as I get done with this, I'll go pick them up, and that'll be good. I have to, cook. Well, luckily, so we had barbecued chicken last night, and by that I mean we put chicken breasts on the grill with barbecue sauce and grilled them, and we have a bunch left over, so that we'll have some good protein this week. That and some salad will be good. Well, let's see, though. I need to clean the house, I need to do laundry, I need to unpack, all those things, I need to make sure everybody's taken care of. So the boys Jeff and the boys are off early this morning, working on building the houses. They've got 2 of them under roof now. I'm not sure what they're working on today, but they have 2 more that are going up. And this place is at a new place out here, so I'm kind of excited to see. It's kind of, well, I don't know. I mean, it's not CrossFit is not a fancy thing. It was kind of not a fancy place that we used to go to. There's not too many cars. I don't know. I'm like the kid that is worried when they start school about like who they're gonna sit with at the lunch table and stuff like that. So I'm always like feeling like, well, if I just had a friend I could go do this with, it would be easier and I would like it better. But I don't. But it seemed like the last times that I've gone, everybody's super nice and friendly, but they've already got their little groups that they're in, and they've already got their partner, their lift partner, or whatever. And so, I don't know. Hopefully, I'll meet a friend, and we can be each other's lift partner or whatever. I'm gonna park over here, I think. So hopefully I'll find me a friend to sit with at the lunch table. But my friend, it was funny. I keep forgetting that I was going to say this. When I texted her that, she said, she just wrote back LOL, and I thought, this is not a good start. But it's just because I come and go from here all the time. But I'm hoping this time it'll stick. Oh, I've got a phone call. Bye-bye. Sorry, my air is so loud. Okay, I finished my first CrossFit class. It was the one called, I think it was called Angie. It was tough. But I did it. And I'm glad. I'm proud of myself. Oh, so I was the only one there. I went to the 8:30 class. A really nice woman taught it. She's I think she's an owner. She's an owner, and so she was filling in for, I guess, another coach. I don't know, another coach named Carrie, that was who I thought was going to be teaching. Hold on. But she wasn't there, so she was teaching for almost all of it, 3/4 of it, and she's great. But then she had to go pick up kids or something, and so her husband, who's also great, came and finished the last little bit. So the workout was 10. Okay, let's see. Well, first we started off with doing burpees to the song Thunderstruck, and every time they said thunder or thunderstruck, we did a burpee, which is a lot. And that song, I could have picked that song or Roxanne, and I chose that song because that's the song my granddaughter was born to. Arabella was born to the song Thunderstruck, and so I chose that one, and it was fun. So we did that, and then we did 10 rounds of, gosh, if you're doing it and you're not a newbie and you're really doing the workout, it's 100 pull-ups. 10 rounds of 100 pull-ups. Okay, so the rounds consisted of pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and air squats. And so instead of doing 100 of each of those, I started out with 10 of each. Got a little lead foot this morning. I started out with 10 each, and I'm sorry, I can't hardly think. I'm so tired. And then about halfway through, or even a little bit before, I went down to 5 of each. Just because I don't want to die of soreness tomorrow. And I'm really jelly-legged and jelly-armed. But that, that's I expected that, of course. I'm doing things that I'm not used to doing. Okay, so this is the next day, actually. I drove the kids to the hospital for them to go visit their baby and take care of him for a while. And while they did that, I looked up where's the nearest Goodwill, and it took me to this place called a Goodwill Outlet, and it was kind of a crazy madhouse in there with all these. I took just a tiny short video of it to show you a little bit if you've never seen what an outlet is, a Goodwill Outlet. They just have all kinds of stuff, and I think you pay for things like by the pound. People were filling up carts full of like all kinds of clothes. I mean, it would take a lot to look through it. Okay, so my table is a mess, so I'm going to try to just get what I have here. I have gotten a few things. I'll just start with the things I got at Sellers. I got this set of 3 puzzles for kids, and that was $2. I got this whole stack of these silicone cupcake or muffin tins for $2. Also on $2 day, they had this really cute little embroidery hoop and this pretty little thing. So I'm going to learn how to do that. And then I went, oh yeah, and this over here, this puzzle, I thought, wasn't this cute? I must have been craving something sweet this day. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle. That was also $2. And then the rest of this stuff that I've gotten came from Marshall's. And so I got this MAC highlighter. It's in double gleam. And I've already thrown the box away. I don't know how much that was, but you know. Not as much as it would be normally. And then I got another MAC thing, which was this chili matte lipstick. It was this little baby one. I love little bitty lipsticks. And then I've been using Nail Tech strengthener, and the one that's a filler too. And it has really helped my nails to grow out. I mean, my nails don't usually, this isn't anything to brag about, but it is for me. And I just took my polish off, so they're a little bit stained. But also, I put some of this Nail Nutritionist on, and it's kind of like an iridescent pink. I only have one coat on. If I put another coat, it would probably get more iridescent pink. I got this Becca Lip Stain. It's you can see the price on that. That was $5.99. It's like a balm, but it's also a stain. And then I got this Becca Flower Child. It's one of my favorite blushes. It's a really, really pretty little peachy pink with a little, I think it has a little bit of a gold reflex in it. And I had one, but it shattered. So I was glad that before they went out of business, I was able to get another Flower Child. And then they also had a Becca Champagne Pop Lip Gloss. And it was, you know, taped in the box, so it was sanitary and all that. Oh, and that one was $5.99. And they had this Becca Hydra Mist, this little baby one. Should be good for travel. And so I'm excited to try that one. And that was $5.99. And then I got a Queen Bee little thing. I'm gonna let this be my purse makeup bag for a few things, and that was $6.99. And then I thought this looked like a good set of tweezers. I like Japanesque. Japanesque is a good brand. And then I also got the clippers, because at my house we're always in search of clippers. And also my neck was hurting while I was there, and I saw that they had some of this Tiger Balm, and I remember my grandmother used to use this when her arthritis or whatever was hurting. She would put some of that on there. So I've never used it, but I'm gonna try it and see if that helps my neck. And then I got some pumpkin seeds, pepita, and some dried Turkish apricots. And then I got some intense dark Ghirardelli sea salt soiree. And that's my little haul.